Now, greetings and salutations. It's Friday night draw time. And Indy is telling the neighbors what's what. So, we're here. As always, we got Rodney with me. How's it going? How we doing? What's happening?
We're doing well. We're doing well. Hanging out here, drawing some Lego Peacemaker. Got a little Ely action going on. Just having a good old time. How about you? What you working on?
The Death Dealer. Frazetta's Death Dealer. Not to be confused with Marvel's Death Dealer.
That's right. Completely different animal. Looks good. Looks good.
Thank you. I'd say it looks good, but I really can't see anything of Lego Guy yet.
Yeah, I'm starting to darken him in here a little bit.
Well, what do you know? Andre's actually here.
What? Wow, we got 3 folks in right away. Justin's in the house. Edward's in the house. Wow. It's a party. What's up, fellas? How we looking on Friday night?
It's a party on the interwebs.
It is.
All right. So let's do our usual. So, Mr. Ficus, if these fine folks wanted to find you on the internet and they haven't already, where do they need to go?
They need to go to the gram, and they can find me there at Instagram at Rodney_Fike. They can find me on Facebook at Rodney Fike Art. They can find me on Twitch at Rodney Fike Art. They can find me on YouTube at the Hasm YouTube channel, and they can find me at Hasm.com. That's HAZZUM.com, where you can find our titles such as Peanut Pudding and Jelly, Pitter Patter, Roadkill, Rampage, and Unchained. And Sean, where might folks find your happy little mug on the internet?
Well, they can go over to the Instagram, the Facebook, the Twitter, the Twitch, the whatnot, and look for Sean Forney Art, like it says on the screen there.
There you go.
And you can visit the website, SeanForney.com, to get a link to our store, see some artwork that is in poor need of updating on the website. And you can now head over and visit the ScarletHuntress.com, and that'll take you to the Kickstarter page where you can sign up to get notified when we go live on July 6th.
Ooh, I like it.
And Producer A posted a little teaser of the brand new Scarlet Huntress Reckoning cover just a few moments ago.
Oh, I have not seen it. I have to go check it out. So this,
thank you, Andre.
That DD is fire. Indeed, it is. So this is the final installment of Scarlet Huntress. Is that correct, or is it just this storyline?
Just this story arc.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought, but I had to confirm that.
It's the last issue in this volume.
Gotcha. So, oh my God, Obi-Wan Episode 6.
Holy shnikes, that was just, yeah.
Holy Toledo.
Yeah, oh wow. I watched it again today while I was working.
Yeah.
Because that, I don't know if we're going to spoil anything for anybody, but damn, that fight was awesome.
Yes, it was.
That met and exceeded my expectations.
Yes, without a doubt. So why don't we do this? I did this on a morning stream. Has everybody here seen the latest episode of Kenobi, the last episode? If it's a yes all around, let's go ahead and talk about it. Agreed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because oh god, I need to.
So everybody chime in. Edward's seen it. I know Justin's seen it.
Everybody's seen part 6 of Obi-Wan
Kevin's
Kenobi. Kevin's seen it.
Kevin's seen it.
Andre, Bueller.
What say you?
He's not chiming in.
Uh-oh.
Did we lose the Andre already?
He has not seen it.
He's not seen it.
Uh,
Sacrilege.
all right. Well, earmuffs.
Earmuff time, kids.
Man, that was just so good.
It was. I'm curious to see where we're gonna see Riva and Roken again.
Yeah.
I'm hoping some Andor action. I don't know. Maybe Riva can show up in her own thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to introduce that character and we don't see her again.
Yeah.
But Andre says, haven't seen it, any of it. It's okay. I'm on boys mode. Oh, we watched that last night too. Jesus.
We need to see the newest episode, the
Oh,
Herogasm episode.
holy shit.
I don't think producer A has any clue, even though I've tried saying it several times, and I haven't really gotten a response. Haven't even seen the ears perk up.
The fight scene in that is just as good as the fight scene in Kenobi 6. Oh my goodness, what's up, buddy? You still need some affection? Hi.
I'm
We
really
snugged for
disappointed
like
that they didn't save that Vader moment for the Ahsoka show. I gotta be honest, I don't know that we're gonna see Vader Ahsoka in. I think we'll see Anakin in Ahsoka, but I don't know that we'll see Vader in Ahsoka because they kind of already covered that on Rebels.
Yeah.
I could be totally wrong. That's just my speculation of what it seems like they're going to do.
So speaking of Vader, I watched a clip on YouTube today of how Edward James almost got the job, and obviously they shot the entire movie with David Prowse doing the voice under the mask, and he was complaining that his lines were going to be all muffled in the movie. George told him, "Don't worry, David. We're gonna redub it in post." Well,
Are
they
you
redubbed
talking?
it.
Are you talking James Earl Jones?
Yeah, James Earl Jones. I'm sorry.
Okay, you had me really confused there.
Totally different actor. Had Blade Runner on the brain. So yeah, they um, he called in Edward, or I did it again, James Earl Jones, from recommendation from some folks, and paid him $7,500. Took him 2.5 hours to do the whole movie. And did you know? I didn't realize this. He was not credited as the voice of Darth Vader for 20 years.
Yep.
That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've heard all sorts of stories. Who, how, where, why, what on that. I don't know what's true.
Well, yeah, it said that James preferred it that way because he didn't want to take anything away from David Prowse because he was the actor in the movie.
Yeah.
He didn't want to take anything away from his performance, and that's the way he preferred it. But eventually, because of fan outcry, they finally gave him credit.
Well, it's funny. You probably heard Josh talk about this before, but um, he's told me a handful of times about like one of the first conventions he went to with Kathy.
Yeah.
She's like walking along or something, and she like bumps into somebody, and all she sees is this really tall dude, and just like turn around and was like Josh, and like Josh, I don't know if Josh said it or she brought it up, but whatever happened, it was like, that's David Prowse, that's Darth Vader. And Kathy's like, what the hell are you talking about? That's not James Earl Jones.
Ooh.
She had
Ooh.
no idea that there was somebody else in the costume.
Ooh. Oh man. Rob's in the house. What's up, Rob? He says hi,
What's going
everyone.
on?
Edward says it's kind of sad how they burned them in Return of the Jedi by replacing him with a different actor when the mask comes off. Yeah, I don't know what the decision behind that.
Yeah, again, it's one of those things where it's like, well, one guy said this and another guy said that. Who knows?
Right. You just
George
don't
was
know.
doing what George wanted to do.
Right.
And you know what? I don't think I've had a chance to bring it up on here because we haven't streamed that much. And I want to say it was like right before we went to Colossal Con, but it was George Lucas's birthday. So I shared a picture of Steph and I with the George Lucas impersonator from Celebration.
Yeah.
I think everybody that commented on that picture thought we were really with George Lucas.
You should have went with it and said, yeah, we just signed a huge contract to start work with George immediately. Just went with it.
The only person that caught on, I think, was Jesse, and it was like, I think his name is like, I don't know, Fred or something.
Fred. Hello, Fred. So yeah, the it sounds like Andre doesn't care if we talk about it.
All right, that's fair game. Who else joined? Rob, have you seen Kenobi? Do you care if we dive into some spoilers on episode 6? I think that's the only other person that's joined in since we got on here.
Uh, Kevin, have you seen episode 6?
I think he said yes a little
Oh,
bit
okay.
ago, but
Okay.
I could be mistaken. We'll ask one more time. Speak now or hold your peace or whatever.
We got to talk about it, folks. It was just too good. All right. Saw it, loved it. Love the Vader half mask. Okay, cool.
All right, cool. All right, well then kick us off here, sir.
So when Obi-Wan slices his helmet,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, all right, now we're getting okay. That's where a scar comes from,
Yep.
and I was just like, oh, that is so sweet. And then the other two things that got me were at the very end when Obi-Wan walks up to Luke with the T-16, and I was like, oh, cool. And then he says, hello there,
Oh yeah.
because
That,
I
that's
think
when
it's funny that's
that's when
what I
the goosebumps and the tears
yeah
started rolling.
yeah the that's become like a big catchphrase now, and I've been saying that you know for forever. Just hello there, for years, and nobody, unless you're a Star Wars fan, gets it. So now it's going to be back in.
You gotta respond to it appropriately though.
Exactly.
General Kenobi.
Man, that was so cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I dug the series. I saw people like having gripes about it. To each their own. I just loved it.
Yeah, I it started off a little slow, um, but man, it definitely paid off.
Oh yeah, yeah. The Emperor making him stop hunting was interesting. I agree. I kind of hope that we get another season and maybe that gets explored a little bit more. But you know what? I guess it was an easy way to just be like, hey, you know what? Stop your needless search. We got aliens to take out and overthrow
Yeah,
because the Emperor is extremely racist or beingist. I don't know what you'd call that. He didn't like aliens.
got a hard on for aliens. Hmm. Yeah, I just that whole connection to the past with the scar and the T16 and the hollow there. Just those three moments alone were just like worth their weight in gold.
Oh yeah, a little bit with Riva and Uncle Owen and where he gets his limp.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Um, Geez, there's just so much to it. I don't know.
Who know that Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru were such badasses?
Right? Like Amber is like, look what I got stashed away. Did not expect that one.
Yeah, she's like, I got some for him. You
And
go.
Justin's got it. Vader, look at your head. He owned you twice. Just stop.
Exactly.
It's true. I mean, he mopped the floor with him twice. For somebody that has always been kind of written off as like not as powerful. Like they always kind of played Obi-Wan like he, was kind of a weaker Jedi. And it was
Yeah,
nice to see that no, he really wasn't. He was just holding back most of the time.
yeah. And I did really like um, when he got himself back. He was back to where he was, when he was a Jedi.
Yeah.
Because I got to be honest, I was a little aggravated at the wishy washy Kenobi.
Yeah.
So I was very happy to see him get his moxie back. And then old Qui Gon Jinn at the end.
Yep.
That made me happy. That makes me. That tells me that there's definitely going to be a season two.
I hope so. I'd love to see him, chatting it up with Qui Gon, in his little hut.
Although I did see something that I thought was pretty funny today. Something about Darth Maul gets cut in half, and Reva gets speared twice, and everybody lives. Qui Gon takes a gut shot, and he's gone forever.
Yeah. Yeah. That one's a little disappointing, but
Yeah, it's one of those plot facilitators.
yeah.
Okay. Man, I can't wait. I wish you'd have seen the boys.
Yeah, we're gonna have to check that out after streams over tonight. I gotta finish up colors on a cover real quick after we're done, and then yeah, I want to watch that because I've been seeing all like the teases from the writer and whatnot, and I haven't read the comic, but I have a good idea of what it is.
I will just say that Mother's Milk does not have a good. It's not his day.
Oh,
He had a day like I had yesterday. Just nothing went right. and it's a poor mother's milk.
Now I'm even more intrigued to see it.
We we just busted up laughing. It was so funny.
Rob says Herogasm was nuts.
Yeah.
Justin says Boys was good too this week. Yeah, so that's the plan is to watch that after we stream. We also started Umbrella Academy last night.
Oh, okay. You know
Watched.
what else we're really enjoying is Ms. Marvel.
Oh yeah, that. All right. Spoiler warning: everybody cover their ears if you haven't watched the newest episode of Ms. Marvel and you want to see it. How about them pulling from the depths of Marvel and pulling out some old school Alan Davis?
Yep.
I was like, no, they're not really going that route. And then like I started listening to a couple of guys doing breakdowns, and I was like, oh yeah, they're totally going that route.
Yep.
So I was talking about it this morning when I streamed. So okay, so if you didn't catch it, when they show the Jinn in that temple and they grab the bangle, the 10 ring symbol is on the floor.
Yep.
So I'm hoping that bangle is connected to the 10 rings because at the end of Shang-Chi, they said, hey, this is, some sort of alien technology, blah, 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 blah. So hopefully there's a connection there, but also with bringing in the Jinn, and those are not exactly a deity, but they're a demon in the, it predates like Arabic religion. But that's you got two things coming together. It's like you're dealing with the alien stuff, but you're also dealing with some sort of type of deity. Thor's going to deal with all the deity stuff. Eternals. So like there's all this stuff with like different gods and whatnot's all coming into play, plus all the stuff leading us to what sure as heck looks to be Secret Wars.
Yep.
I'm real curious as where this is all going to go.
Yeah, it's interesting when they said when they were talking about the G. I was like, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Jinn weren't the Jinn the demons that King David summoned when he was given the ring from God, and the ring summoned the Jinn, and the Jinn he summoned 8 Jinn who built the Temple of David.
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah. So I wonder. I don't know. I don't know.
Again, if they're bringing in like the MCU religion basically,
Yeah.
and how it like ties together and connects to basically various races of aliens and beings from other universes and whatnot. So where's that all going to tie together? Like I don't know. I'm very intrigued by it.
Yeah. Like they're introducing us to all of that huge cosmic stuff. Yeah, and I agree. Where's it going?
Yeah, stuff that I've said it time and time again. It's like stuff that I never in a million years would have thought that I'd see pop up on a movie or a TV show or whatever. It's like we've already got Ego the Living Planet. We've gotten several hints to the Living Tribunal. And death and I can't think of some of the other cosmic beings, but they're being hinted at in all the different stuff right now.
Yeah.
And stuff that, looking at it from the outside, I'd be like, there's no way they're going to get like this hokey with stuff in the movies and TV shows. Oh, they totally are.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's one of the things that I'm really enjoying about Captain Marvel is they are getting into all that stuff. And I'm like, oh, this is so cool. And just bringing in the whole, backstory of, the British occupation and the separation and all of that stuff, which, I don't not really too familiar with. So, of course, me being a big buff of history like I am, I'm like, oh, I got to go check that out. Got to read up on it, and it's all connected to her lineage and her past, and it's just cool. It's the discovery of and it's a new character. So far I'm liking it.
Yeah, and I'll hit the comments real quick. Moon Knight opened the door, and yeah, that's the one I was trying to remember, like that brought in other gods and stuff.
Yeah.
And Thor's obviously doing all this stuff with Gore the God Butcher. We get to see Zeus. I'm really hoping Hercules. High Evolutionary in the Multiverse of Madness. And like you were saying, like being a history buff and all this stuff, and all this stuff coming into play. Like I've basically asked Steph several times while watching Ms. Marvel, like, I don't understand what's going on, because I don't know enough of the religion of some of the stuff that they're doing, or why they're doing, why they made those choices to do stuff.
Right.
And so it's like it's making me want to like go in and learn more about it, and like get a better understanding of like, oh, okay, so that's why this comes into play.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and that's what comics have always done for me. It's like, oh, it's piqued my interest in other areas where I went and done research and educated myself on other things.
Yeah.
I'm totally digging it, and I'm digging the communicating through the texts and the
Oh
word
yeah.
on the wall and stuff like that. Very reminiscent of Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. It's so visually appealing.
Yeah.
And I only read the headline. I did not get to read the article. It popped up earlier, but I guess the kid that plays Bruno had auditioned to play Spider-Man, and before Tom Holland got it.
Yeah.
And I could totally see that.
Oh yeah. Hmm. And then somebody said today, and now the wait for Andor begins, and I was like, oh.
Yep.
And then She-Hulk.
And Andor's what, 24 episodes, I think. For some reason, I thought I read 24. Maybe it's only 12. I don't know. But either way, we're getting a lot of it.
Yeah, I know it's 2 seasons. So maybe that's what you're thinking. Two seasons of 12. I would love it. I would love it if it was 2 seasons of 24. That'd be awesome.
Oh yeah. I don't know. So somebody go Google for us. Yeah, and like that line that Obi-Wan said to Roken about, hey, you're like a good leader or whatever, don't stop. And he's like, I'm just getting started. Totally a setup that he's either got to show up in Andor or something down the line.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought too. And the little girl that plays Leia, I just love her to death. She's such a little cutie pie.
Yeah, at first I was kind of worried, like when they started out, and it's like, oh no, we're gonna have to follow her around for like the whole series or whatever. But it worked out really well, and she played that part extremely well.
Yeah.
And Steph made the comment first, like, there's no way that girl's 10. And then
that's the same thing I said.
and Jesse said that too. And then so everybody looked it up. She was like 8 when they filmed it. She's only 9 now.
Yeah.
but that's impressive for an 8-year-old.
Yeah, that range, that level of range that she had, just yeah. I mean, and you can see her confidence growing. I mean, she had a lot of confidence to begin with, but she was introduced to a whole bunch more, during the course of the story.
Yeah.
And just him struggling with what to say and what not to say about her parents,
Mm-hmm.
and that he just went and kicked her father's ass, and he's coming back and looking at a little miniature version of him. You got this from your mother and you got this from your father. I mean, just emotionally, he had to just been a wreck right then.
Oh yeah.
But why didn't? That's what I was talking about on the morning stream, or Tina and I were talking about it. Why don't you kill him? Why
He's
didn't Vader kill Reva? Why didn't Obi-Wan kill Vader when he had the chance? I mean, obviously there'd be no story if they did, but
well, yeah, and it goes back to that whole fight and about having to, you know, have victory and the whole showing mercy.
yeah,
Obi-Wan took the high road and showed mercy. And I read a good point to that today. Not saying that it completely makes sense, but if Obi-Wan would have killed Vader, Emperor would have just gone and found a new apprentice. Who knows if Luke would have been able to take on that new apprentice and the Emperor all on his own.
yeah, that's true.
So it's like it almost had to happen that way in order for Vader to, change back to Anakin Skywalker and take
Right.
out the Emperor.
Yeah, I mean it's you got to take the devil you know.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
It's I don't know. It's like
No, it
it
makes
makes it.
sense. It makes I
Yeah,
agree with it. I just didn't think of it from that angle.
I didn't either. And like I said, I saw that and I was like, oh yeah, that does make sense. It's like if he wouldn't have, then Luke's essentially on his own, and then Luke gets his ass handed to him by some other you know Sith. He doesn't have any backup. No, he doesn't know of any other Jedi to come help him out.
Yeah, this is all true. But I definitely want to see more Qui-Gon.
Oh yeah, like I know they're gonna do that Tales of the Jedi thing, and we're getting more Qui Gon in that. We're getting um like the Young Adventures of Qui Gon and what's his name, uh Lord Tyrannus. God, I'm totally blanking on his name. Christopher Lee's character.
Oh, Count Dooku.
Yeah, we're getting the Young Adventures of Dooku and Qui Gon in the Tales of the Jedi show. It's like I think 3 episodes. It's like 3 episodes of him and 3 episodes of Ahsoka.
Now, is it live action or is it animated?
It's animated.
Okay.
It's being done by the Clone Wars team.
Okay.
What's that grunt for? The Clone Wars, fantastic.
Uh, I'm not a fan of that animation. I want a Buzz Lightyear animation.
I want that too. I don't see him.
Yeah, it's that animation style is already ingrained in Star Wars. So
Yeah, they just gotta whip out the episodes basically.
yeah,
I don't know. It definitely grew on me. I didn't like it at first, but they also kept enhancing it with each season. And they
yeah,
kept
it got
adding more
better
and
and
more to
better.
it.
I will agree with that. But those first couple of seasons were painful.
Everybody's awfully quiet tonight.
I know.
It's a quiet morning too. It was basically just me and Edward.
I had a couple. It was me and Dustin, Justin, and Randy, and Jake LaFleur was in there. I think Edward was in there too. And Danny came in at the end.
Yeah, Danny came in like the last close to 10 minutes that I was streaming, I think, something like that. But yeah, it was basically Edward was filling me in on the storage unit he's been working on, and that was kind of our conversation this morning.
Yeah, he's clearing that sucker out, huh?
Told him he needs to have like a giant like yard sale type thing going on.
Nice. Justin says he had to jump out of both streams for appointments.
We'll let it slide this time.
Yeah. If you're working, or you got something you got to do, that's acceptable. Yeah, there's a lot that happens in this latest episode of The Boys. It's such a good show.
Oh yeah.
And then afterwards, we watched 3 episodes of Inside the Boys.
Okay.
It was pretty interesting.
Haven't watched any of that yet.
And they were all from season 2.
Okay.
But it was just interesting. You get to see, some of the folks just in regular garb.
Oh yeah.
Talking regular. Homelander was on there with the Butcher, and it's good, funny.
Yeah, that reminds me, we still need to watch Diabolical. The animated tie-in.
Oh, I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah, it's connected to it. I don't know how much, but I do want to check it out.
Huh. I'm gonna have to do that. You know what else I got to catch up on? I haven't watched any of is the new season of Incredibles or Invincibles.
There's only the one season.
Oh, the second season hasn't started yet?
No, they've barely started not filming, but recording and stuff.
Oh, that's good. Then I haven't missed out. I just assumed it's been so long that I keep seeing stuff for it, so I just assumed it was already started.
No, they it was only like maybe a month ago or so. They said they finally started like production, like the voice actors are doing stuff finally. I rewatched the first season of it last week while I was working on stuff, and it's just so good.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to go rewatch it before we get into season 2.
Danny's here. Justin says pretty easy. Episodes are short.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's in reference to Diabolical or Invincible.
What's happening, Danny?
What is going on? Oh, Diabolical. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to take that in at some point. We're currently trying to watch uh, Umbrella Academy. We started watching Evil from the first season. Um, and I kind of want to, before next Friday, I think it's next Friday, I kind of want to rewatch Stranger Things again before part 2 shows up.
Yeah, I just that movie is I just enjoy the hell out of that.
Oh, yeah.
That is so just in my wheelhouse.
It's so good, and I don't know. I dug it. I love the twists and turns, and they did in the season.
Yeah.
I totally didn't expect some of the stuff that happened and was revealed. Totally threw a curveball at me.
And I just love the characters.
Oh, producer A read a theory today that's pretty good.
What's that?
Eddie Munson. Oh, the Eddie's number 10. Yeah, I've seen that in the last week or two. I think it could work. I think it could fit, but I really don't think he's going to be number 10. But that new trailer that they released shows him going and grabbing his BC Rich.
Uh-oh.
I'm waiting for that.
I haven't seen the new trailer. I have to watch it.
Yeah, they put it out 2 days ago, maybe. And I just caught that little snippet of it. It's he like I'm assuming because he's still in the upside down, or it goes back to the upside down, whatever. Um, and they did in this season where they go to Nancy's house and they're trying to find her guns, and it's like everything's stuck in the past.
Yeah.
Well, his lovely BC Rich Warlock is still at the house, so he goes and grabs it. And I'm assuming that because it was all tied to music and getting themselves out of the Vecna's whatever they call it, his version of the boiler room, basically.
Right.
So I'm curious of what's he gonna play, what's it gonna look like.
It's got to be something Sabbath. Black Sabbath.
I was gonna go Dio since he
Well,
does have
I was gonna say Ordio.
the official coat from Ronnie James Dio.
Yeah, that's true. And I'll be honest, I would rather hear Ronnie James Dio singing than Ozzy Osbourne.
Did you see Todd McFarlane and Ozzy released a new music video today?
No.
Yeah, Todd did the animation and stuff for it.
Something else I have to go check out.
It's called, oddly enough, it's like Patient Number 9.
Huh.
I don't know. I kind of briefly listened to it earlier. Doesn't sound bad. It's got Jeff Beck on the guitar solo.
Oh yeah, I did hear that Beck was playing guitar on it. They just didn't say anything about McFarlane animating it.
Yep.
That's cool. Now I'm sitting here going through my Rolodex of Dio songs.
Some holy diver.
That's what I was thinking.
I would go for some long live rock and roll. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking he's going to play something pretty heavy.
Yeah. Rainbow in the Dark.
Ooh, yeah. Man on a Silver Mountain.
Yep.
All right, folks, hit us with your favorite Dio songs.
Younger crowd. There are probably not many Dio fans in it.
Apparently, producer A does not know her Dio because she's like, "Is there anything past Holy Diver?" Well, let's see. He was
Blasphemy.
he was let's see, the lead singer of the Ronnie James Dio band, Dio, Black Sabbath, Rainbow.
Yep.
Um,
There we go. Justin says Children of the Grave.
ooh, there we go. Some
Like
Sabbath.
Yeah, he replaced Ozzy in Black Sabbath, if you didn't know. Who would you say your favorite character is in Stranger Things?
Ooh,
Mine's Dustin, hands down.
yeah. I'd say I'd have to go with Dustin. Yeah, Steve. I think it's a combo of the two of those running around just being
Yeah.
knuckleheads.
He's got a band.
Who's got a band?
The actor that plays Steve.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they just released a single.
Huh. Had no idea.
Yeah, it's very poppy. I didn't either until the other day. It's one of the days I was driving. They were talking about it on the radio. All right.
He has a stage name. Huh.
What's she saying?
Indie rock, psychedelic rock. Okay.
It didn't sound psychedelic to me. Sounded more bubblegum.
So that's they've got 2 albums.
Wow.
Or they're working on the second album, she said. So that's his solo group, what you heard.
Oh. So is he gonna be like the new Jared Leto?
I hope not. Go more for the new Johnny Depp, because he also has a song with Jeff Beck coming out.
Johnny Depp?
Yeah. Didn't you see he's doing a reunion tour? Yeah, they're doing a European tour of him and what was his band called? Something vampires, Hollywood vampires.
Yeah. Oh.
They're going on tour in Europe, but yeah, they just put out like a single. Him and Jeff Beck did a cover song, and I cannot remember what it was now. It was on the news this morning. And he was on. He had a gig the other night, and he was playing, and somebody posted a video from it. Like he's in the middle of singing the song, and he totally just doesn't go off, but like he totally just busts the balls of Amber Heard and her attorneys, and he starts singing about his supposed mega pint.
Mega pint?
Yeah, that's what they were claiming he was drinking, because there was something going around where he was like holding like one of those like what am I trying to think of? Like, you go to like Michael's or Hobby Lobbies, and they have what looks to be like a beer glass or like a martini glass, but it's like, ginormous. It's like 4 foot tall.
Yeah.
He was holding one of those, and they were saying that was his mega pint or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I ain't paying enough attention to the whole trial, but it was something along those lines.
Gotcha.
So he started making fun of it during his set. Alice Cooper, Joe Perry, Johnny Depp, and then some other dude I've never heard of. Six dates in Europe next year.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Hollywood Vampires is a super group. This is true.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those weeks, folks.
Man alive. All right. So did I tell you about meeting Trisha Yearwood's ex-husband?
Yes.
Down there in Madison?
Yes, we talked about that last stream.
Okay. Yeah. Nice guy. We were down there again the other day, but it was too early. Nothing was open except the coffee shop. We went in and got a scone and a coffee. Can't remember the last time I had a scone, but I had one the other day.
I love a good scone.
It's funny because we always joke about going and getting scones. I got a big old scone.
Trying to convince producer A to make me some scones.
She should totally do it. Just give in and do it.
I like the ones from Panera.
I don't know that I've ever had a scone from Panera.
I like their blueberry one. It's pretty tasty.
I've had muffins, but nary a scone.
You're missing out.
Someday I will have me a Panera scone, and I will give you a full report.
In Utah, Indian fry bread is a scone.
What Indian fry bread is a scone? Huh?
How is that possible? I love Indian fry bread. There's a food truck here that comes around every once in a while that makes some Indian fry bread tacos.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Oh, they're delicious.
Producer V's over there singing to herself.
Nice. Before we started streaming, I heard her clickety clacking on the keyboard there.
Oh yeah, she was going to town.
Honey butter on top, as big as a dinner plate. All right, I'm going to Utah.
No doubt.
Puts me in mind of the tenderloins from Indiana.
Sweet, sweet tenderloins.
Have you gotten one of those at like a restaurant or at the fair or anything?
No.
Oh God, they're good. They're huge. They take a tenderloin and they pound it out like super flat, and they bread it and they deep fry it, and you get a regular size hamburger bun, but then your tenderloin should really fit on like 4 buns.
You know what? We might have, when we went to Yellow Springs a few years back, and they had their basically taste of Yellow Springs, and we got, was it a pork chop? It might have just been a huge pork chop, but no, it was, yeah, it was on a hamburger bun. It was the same thing. It was bigger than the bun, and it was delicious.
Yeah, it's so good.
All right.
Uh-oh.
What?
I don't know. I got an oh Jesus from the producer here. She's not talking about it on the stream. Oh, it ought to be some juicy good details later.
Well, it's 9 o'clock, so
I don't know. It's Justin wants to keep streaming. He's the only one here.
he might be sick of us by now. Twice in one day. I'm at a good stopping point. I got him inked, so.
Yeah, I'm good if you're good, because I think I got Death Dealer penciled here.
Yep, that looks awesome, dude.
Thank you. Ah, dude, Peacemaker looks great.
Thank you.
Eagly.
Yeah. Couldn't decide if I wanted to put him in there or not. I was like, you know what? Let's do it.
I
It'll
dig
be
it.
fun. It'll be fun. All right, cool. All right. Walk
All
us out.
righty, folks. 'Tis that time of the evening. Before we bounce out of here, Rodney, anything to add to promote something? I don't know.
Uh, Not really. Keep an eye out for the Roadkill Rampage Kickstarter later this summer. I just working on stuff. Can start working on finishing the script for Pitter Patter issue 3. So yeah, there we go.
All right. Sorry, Justin. We're gonna bounce out of here. We're at good stopping points, and yeah, I mean that's about it. But come back, join us for some streaming next week. 2 weeks from yesterday, we'll be launching Scarlet Huntress, so make sure you go hit that notify button, share that link, tell your friends to go hit that notify button, and yeah, that'll about do it for tonight, folks. Have a great weekend, and we will catch you all in the next one.
Bye, everybody.